Last week I introduced fonts, and this week I'll be continuing on that, and I'll be talking about @FontFace and also about Google Fonts. So we discussed more about web save fonts. So we have web save fonts. We talked about them last week. You can find more resources and read about them. Mostly these are fonts that you can find already installed in most systems, and they are easy to use and they are free. Okay, so here I have this which is my HTML file with some I have H1, I have paragraphs, and I have a link here, and I have an order list as well. Okay, and so I'll start with the font face. So font face mostly they are in this format. You find they will start with the word font face, and then based on what you have something like that. Okay, and then they always have different formats like that. Okay, so a font face is simply a CSS role that allows you to input your own font to appear on a website. So mostly these are fonts that you can come up with, or you can also have some which other designers they have come up with and you have to purchase. Okay, and so mostly when people visit your website, that font it might not be installed on the person's computer, but it will be downloaded together with the website. Either it can be hosted online, or you can include it with the files that you have for your website, and so it allows for custom fonts to be loaded on a web page. Okay, so to do a font face, what you can do is you can just search at font face. You can see you have an option here at font face generator. So if I click on it, you can see I have this one here, I have this one here. So there are so many options to use. So I'm going to use Font Squirrel to create some. So the first thing, since I already have this one here, I'm going to create a CSS file. So I'll just call it main.css like that, and then I'm going to link it to my HTML file. So I'll link it at the head like that, and so it is main.css. Okay, so my font is really blank. It doesn't have anything inside, so it's just blank. Okay, and so if I check my website here, you realize, oops, so it is taking the CSS from a different file. So I'm just going to rename my CSS here so that such a thing won't happen. So I'll just rename this. I'll just main1.css like that, and come here. One. Okay, yeah, so my CSS is blank. The reason why it was showing is because it was taking the CSS from one of my other different file, and that's why it was displaying the same. Yeah, and so I have it here, and I haven't applied anything so far. Okay, so I'm going to generate at font face. So you can see this is the website here. So you can check different fonts like that. So you can see this on your sidebar. You can see you can search here for fonts that you want, or you can find fonts that have already been made. So there are so many, you can see so many fonts. So I'm just going to click here on, I'll click on this slab serif and see if we can get it. So you can see there are so many options here. You can see how they will look like, different weights, and also you can see here they have specified the type. You have OTF, all of them. Then this is TTF. Okay, so you can check which one you like, and if it's free you can be able to download. So with that font face, there are some that you have to give credit to the developer, the one who came up with it. Okay, so there are some you can just use, there are some you have to purchase, and there are some when you use you have to give credit to the one who came up with it. Okay, so once I've developed, I'll come and click here, generator, and then I'll upload. I'll upload that file. So I have the zip, so I'm just going to upload it. Okay, so this what has been, all this what I have downloaded right now. So I'm just going to extract it. I'll just extract and leave it under my downloads like that. Okay, so I have them there, and so I'll come here and I'm going to upload those fonts. So you can see they are here. So I have different, you can see I have bold, I have italic, all this. So I could decide to upload all of them, or I can just upload one. Okay, so it's not uploading everything at once. So I'm just going to, yeah, it has uploaded. It was taking time. So I have all of them, they are uploaded here. Okay, so they are so different fonts. Okay, so you can see here, you'll be asked a question: the fonts I'm uploading are legally eligible for web. So depending on the ones that you're uploading, so you have to ensure that they won't cost you, because you might face a lawsuit if you're using somebody's font that you're not supposed to. So you have to read the given specifications for that given font face. And so once I have done that, I can just click here on download your kit, and then it will convert the fonts that I have. So I'll just give it some minute, and once you can see what's happening, now it's done, now it has downloaded. Okay, so once this folder has been downloaded, I'm going to extract it, and then I'll transfer it to my folder for the CSS. So I'll transfer it to somewhere here. So now it has fully been downloaded. It's here, you can see. So I'm just going to extract this, and I'll extract it. Okay, so here. Okay, so done. So it's extracted. So now if you check, you can see there are so many fonts here. Okay, so all these different fonts. So I'm going to this, you can see once you have extracted, you'll find this one, it's called style.css. So I'm just going to copy everything in here the way it is, like that, and I'm going to paste it in my CSS file, which is main.css. So I paste it in there. So I have all the font face like that. So I can save this, and I can just check my work. Okay, so you can see nothing really has changed. So now to apply, I'll come in here, I can select, let's say, the body like that, and I can just based on what I want the body to look like. So you can see there are so many different formats here. So let's say you can see they have also different font weights. So let's say I want just to use the normal one. I'll just copy this like that, and I'll come and I'll just paste it here. Okay, so I'll save it. So you can see now the font has changed. Okay, so that's using the font face. So I can change, let's say I want to change for the link. I'll come in here and I'm going to select the link. Okay, and you can see up here which one can I use for the, let's see, can just pick one. Let's say I'm going to use this one here. Hopefully I didn't use that. Okay, so I can paste it here. So you can see here the way, so it's the same fonts, but you can see this has some extension on it. So if I save, you can see this has changed. It looks a little bit different, and so that's using the font face. Okay, so the next thing is the Google Fonts. So Google Fonts were initially launched in 2010, and right now they are mostly used by many designers and web developers, and so they are free and you can use them for commercials, and they are most preferable compared to font face, since with font face you have to get the permission to use it, but Google Fonts is open source, so you can use it for your commercial projects. So I'm going to type Google Fonts like that. Okay, and then I'll come here, so you can see. So whichever font that you want, you can just search for it. So you can see there are so many fonts. I'm going to use this Montserrat. Just have to click on it like that, and then there are different weights here. So I'm just going to select this regular one, 400. So you can see. So last time I showed you how to use the link, so today I'm going to show you how to use that import. So here I'm going to copy it, or you can download if you want. You can select as many fonts as possible. You can add more and more and more. You can add as many as you want. I can come here and maybe I can add let's see, I can add this one, I can add that one. So you can select let's say, let me select this light like that. Okay, and so you can see I have my two fonts here. I have this Montserrat, and I have this. So I have both of them, and you can see. So all I have to do here is to copy this, and I'll come at my external file, my external CSS, and I'm going to put it at the top like that. Okay, and so I'm just going to use it for the lists. So I'll select my lists, and I can just come here. You can see I have this, so I can just copy this and I'll come and put it there like that. Okay, and so I haven't saved it yet, so you can see how this looks. So now I'm just going to save. You can see they have changed now. Okay, so that's how you do with both font face and Google My Fonts. Let me know if you have any challenges or questions on these two types of fonts. Have a wonderful week.